Hello everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with part 2 of the Discord Dreamsnap review for the Harvest Celebration Challenge. I'm so excited to get into this. Part 1 had some absolutely incredible submissions and I know part 2 is going to be just as good. So thank you all so much to everyone who has shared in the Discord. If you do want to share your submissions for the next challenges that come up, feel free to join my Discord. Link will be in the description and you can share your submissions with myself and the community. Anyway, before we quickly jump over to Discord, I do just want to say if you could like the video, if you enjoy it, it does help me out massively, but also it's a great way to show support to the amazing creators of these dream snaps, just to show you appreciate the effort and time that they've all put in and the creativity of their ideas. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump over to Discord and take a look at your amazing Harvest Celebration dream snaps. Okay, so we are going to start off here with this submission from Talon. I absolutely love this cozy, homely celebration. A lot of the snaps we've seen have been outdoors, so it's lovely to see an interior one. I love the choice of the wallpaper. I think it fits perfectly with this challenge. I love all the foliage pieces, how you've decorated this the wall with basically, these are fences, but they're like little bookcases and they look so cozy, you know, a brilliant addition to add into the room. I love that we've got the table here with all the food items, the cornucopia. I love how cozy it is with these chairs. You know, we've got the sofa there. We've got this chair where Rapunzel's at. You know, using the Savannah furniture, those orange colours just work perfectly with the snap and submission. I love to see it. Brilliant job to see Rapunzel and Flynn together, you know. Iconic couple, really. I love how your character looks. I think it's a brilliant outfit you've put together. And one of the things I really love about this snap, and I am incredibly jealous of, is the lighting here with this new light fixture that we got with the Storybook Vale DLC. I am so jealous. I really want this light fitting. I'm not having the best luck with Scrooge. Let's just say Scrooge is in my bad books right now. But yeah, I love it. It looks so good. It's so good. I really want this item. So I'm very jealous. But I think this is a beautiful submission to start on. Next up, we have a couple of submissions from Amy B, and I love this snap. I think it's really good. You know, it definitely has a lot of brown tones to it. You know, the foliage, the filter, which gives it this kind of darker but cozier vibe. Really reminds me of autumnal evenings and things like that. You know, the days get a little bit shorter and stuff like that as we move into winter, where they get really short and we lose out on a lot of sunlight. So it's kind of like that last bit of light from the summer kind of thing, or from the autumn, however you want to look at it. I love how you've got your bind set up here with the houses. We've got this long table here with all the food items, and we've got a bunch of villagers gathered for the celebration as well. I think it's a lovely little setup. I love how we can see Eric's ship in the distance as well. I think that is so cool. I think it just adds so much dimension to the submission, so brilliant effort. Then we have your next account here as well. This is a nighttime snap. I can see we've got a filter on it as well, just to make those brighter colours pop a little bit more. Some of the oranges and yellows stand out a little bit. We've got the table in the backdrop here with all the food kind of layout set up. We've got a lot of villagers gathered for the harvest celebration. I can imagine you have all been celebrating through the afternoon, through the evening. It's now nighttime, perhaps reaching the end of the celebration. Beautiful work with the fireflies in the background as well. Next up, we have another submission from Steph Scarf. I love this. I love how expressive the characters are. Flynn looks fantastic. Merida looks great. Lovely to see. I love the tables with the food laid out. I think that looks great. I love how you've decorated with the kind of like the wheat items, you know. I think this is the fairy rye. Is this the barley? I don't remember which kind of like wheat based item that is, but it looks really good. I love the two windmills. They look so great. Oh, I love the aesthetics of this shot. I think it's just so beautiful, so eye-catching. I love how your character looks, and it's lovely to see a little dragon companion. Very, very cute. So yeah, brilliant job on this snap. And then we have another submission from Steph Scarf. I love to see it. We've got Moana and Rapunzel this time as our villagers, which again, I love those two. So I do have a personal bias. When I see characters that I like, I tend to like the submission more. I know that's such a terrible bias to have. There's just something about seeing a character you love that just makes you smile, kind of thing. So I do acknowledge my own biases there. I know it's probably not a good thing to have, but like I can't help it. If I see Wally, if I see Goofy, if I see like Rapunzel, Moana, any of the princesses really, you know, it just makes me happy. It's something I love to see. But about the rest of the snap, of course, I love the cottage in the background, you know, this banner item. I love the tree work with the various colours that you've got here, oranges, reds, some greens. I love the table with all the food items, lovely to see. And then at the front we've got these pumpkins and some candles. Brilliant use of the raccoon companion as well, and your character looks fantastic too. Next up we have a submission from Cole here. I do love the cozy vibes of this, the candles that lead up to the house with all the book pathway kind of item. We've got Flynn here, we've got Merida, Kristoff and Belle. I love the autumnal colours here with the trees and the foliage, even these wagons full of the leaves. Then we also have the tables with food on them, which obviously makes sense for this harvest celebration. And what I love is that you've used this like hay straw bed. It's a time bending item that you can craft, I do believe. And I think it works perfectly in the shot. I think it works really well with the theming. You know, you've got the giant carrot on there, you know, you've got effectively some hay. It definitely has those kind of like harvesting farmyard kind of vibes in a sense, which I love to see. Obviously I love how your character looks. I think he looks fantastic. Love a winged character. I love to see it. I love my fairies, you know. Brilliant to see. I'm such a fairy core girly, so like it makes me happy. I'm actually really sad about the fact that I had to leave a lot of my fairies back home in the UK. I managed to bring some with me to Germany, but I didn't get to bring all my fairies with me, so I'm a little gutted about that. But yeah, lovely snap. I think it's very cozy, very homely. Yeah, lovely vibes. Next up we have a submission from Jessica, who's gone for this Oz inspired snap, which I think is very cute. You know, you've gone for like a Dorothy inspired character. We've got the scarecrow here, you know, we've got our little tin man, we've got the lion. Brilliant job there with your character choices. I love to see all the hay and the pumpkins. I think it really works for a harvest autumnal celebration. I think this is such a fun idea and concept of a snap. I think it's just really enjoyable to see. Next up we have a submission from Glitch here. Love this snap. I love how your character looks. I love that we've got Rapunzel, Flynn and Merida here. Brilliant decoration with all the leaf piles, like we've got the leaf pile rug. Then we also have this new leaf pile item. We've got the table with all the food elements on it, which is lovely to see. I love decorating with that ambrosia bottle. I think it's a wonderful piece to have. The bind fountain looks lovely. And I also love the little yellow raccoon companion. Yeah, just fun to see. Such a cute critter to have in the shot. I definitely think it has all those harvest and autumnal vibes. Next up, we have a submission from I Love Heatul. Thank you so much for sharing. I love seeing your snaps. I love how you've used this kind of like leafy pathing here. You know, we've got the table with all the harvest celebration and food items on it. I love that we've got the little cooking kind of area here, if that makes sense. I think that's super cute to see. We've got the little chairs around it as well. We've got Penelope here who's gathered for the celebration, and then also the little flowery capybara is another cute companion to have. Next up, we have a submission here from Nina. This is gorgeous. The colours in this photo just feel so vibrant and colourful, even though it's obviously very orange in tone, you know, like your character stands out. I think the dragon companion stands out, which is lovely to see. Lovely decoration with the foliage here with these orange flowers and also the poppies that you can get from Mythopia. I love the table set up with all the food. We've got a couple of tables here, in fact. We've got the baskets or the wheelbarrows full of the leaves. We've got Merida, we've got Jafar, you know, so we've got some villagers gathered for the celebration. I love the house set up in the background, you know, the use of these two houses that we got. I forget what this house is called. I want to call it Manor House, but I don't know if it's called Manor House. But yeah, we do have that in the background. We've got the Halloween cottage. We've got all these fireflies, which is lovely to see. Beautiful colours in this shot. Definitely feel those harvest autumnal celebration vibes. Next up, we have a few celebrations. Well, I guess we have got a few celebrations from Nolan. We've got a few snaps from Nolan. I love this one. Look at Wally. He's such a precious little baby. I love to see it. I love Wally. I'm obsessed. We have Kristoff, we have Anna, we have Belle, we have Fairy Godmother. Brilliant gathering of villagers here. Brilliant work with the owl companions here. They look fantastic. The candles that are floating in these bubbles, such a lovely little touch. We've got the table here full of food, which is lovely to see. I love how you've used the kind of like fruit bowl from the Ariel bundle and also the apple a day bowl. Brilliant choices to use, actually. Brilliant use of decor here, because like that's something that I completely forgot about, but it works really well as a showcase of the harvest items, food that you've gathered. We have Belle's cottage, I think, here. We've got the Halloween cottage. We've got this is the wilted flower house. That's what it's called, wilted flower house. We've got Fairy Godmother's house. This chimney, is that part of a different house? Or is it attached to Fairy Godmother's? I don't even remember now. I feel bad for not remembering. We've got the little Nightmare Before Christmas clock, which I absolutely love. I think it's such a cute item. We've got the hay in the background as well. Lovely use of these lights here, the Timon and Pumbaa lights. They look fantastic. Yeah, I love how you've decorated this submission. I think it's so lovely. I love how your character stands out. That bit of lighting behind her is fantastic. Yeah, such a brilliant submission. Then we have your second account shot, which I just think looks so creative and fantastic. So we've got this background full of lights, which just creates this beautifully clear kind of backdrop, and it really showcases all the leaves coming out of these different wheelbarrows, which I think is fantastic. It just looks so cool. It's such a cool effect. I really like this. I think this is genius. I really like it. I think it's such a cool backdrop. We've got the table here with all the pumpkins on it. I love how you've done basically 2 rows of tables. We've got one table which has all the harvest food, and then we've got a table with all your cooked celebration meals and things like that, which I think is fantastic. A lovely structured parallel. I love the foliage kind of decor here, you know, the pampas grass, the orange flowers, this new kind of wagon thing which has got the hay and the pumpkins on it. Looks fantastic. Great use of villagers, you know, we've got Kristoff, Anna, Belle and Fairy Godmother. Your character in the middle standing out, she looks fantastic. I just really love this. I really, really do. And I think I like this one more than your main or your first account. Obviously, I don't mean that in an offensive way, because like your first snap is beautiful as well. But there's something so cool about that backdrop that I absolutely love. That just has me completely hooked. I think it looks so fantastic. It's just so unique and eye-catching. It's really eye-catching. I think it's fantastic. Then we have your third account, which is another beautiful, beautiful snap. Lovely use of the maple trees here. We have the Fairy Godmother cottage here, which looks fantastic as well. Lovely, lovely to see. We've got Kristoff, Anna, we've got Belle, and we've got Fairy Godmother. Wait, are these like the same characters in every snap? Oh no, because your first one had Wally as well, didn't it? Do you know what? I looked at your snap 2 seconds ago and I can't remember who was in that first snap. But it's so cool to kind of see the same characters. We got the table here with the food elements on it, which is fantastic to see. You know, I think the pumpkin house in the backdrop is a brilliant addition too. I think this is a fantastic submission. Next up, we have another submission from Steph Scarf here. I absolutely love the colours in this snap. It's so yellow. I love these windmills. They're so pretty. They're such a lovely piece to decorate with. They really look lovely. I love the tree setup. The Mickey Cloud. Oh my gosh, the Mickey Cloud. Oh, I'm so excited to see a Mickey Cloud. I love a good Mickey Cloud. We've got the tables here set up with all the foliage and food items, which I think is fantastic to see. Not the foliage items, the food items, the food and harvest items is what I meant to say. We've got these candles behind your character. We've got the food items growing at the front like the crops, you know. We've got this fairy rye. We have these pumpkins here, which is wonderful to see. We've got a couple of villagers gathered for the celebration. Your character front and centre really standing out, which I think is fantastic. So overall, a really, really cracking submission. Next up, we have my alt account submission. So this is my new account. I actually really, really love this snap. I don't know what it is. I just love it. I love my own snap. No, I think I like this one more than my main account. I don't know what it is. I think it's the close-up of my character. I love snaps that are like a nice focus on your character. I love them. I think they just look so much fun. We've got Tiana, we've got Belle, and we've got Elsa. We've got a lot of foliage pieces. I have a table with lots of food ingredients. So we don't have any meals, but we have got the individual food items from the harvest celebration. Hopefully this feels autumnal and celebratory enough kind of thing. And yeah, I personally am really proud of this photo. I feel like it's simple but beautiful. Feel free to disagree with me, I guess, but I like it. I like it. Next up, we have a submission from Myra here, and I really love this. Another interior snap. I love to see it. Yeah, this is lovely. We've got the table here with all the food items. You know, we've got another table in the background here with the cornucopia and also some more food pieces. A beautiful bit of wall decor as well. I love the choice for the wallpaper. Feels very cozy, very autumnal kind of vibe. Like that green tone is beautiful. Like it's not a vibrant bright green, it's like this muted green, which is really nice. We've got the little tea thing here. This is definitely kind of like almost like a Thanksgiving kind of themed snap, which I think is fantastic. I think this is a brilliant job. Next up, we have a submission from Madam Red. I really love this. I love these chairs. Oh, brilliant use of these chairs. I do have this chair, thankfully. It was one of the first new items I got, actually. But yeah, these work really, really well. They work really well with the wooden tones of this shot. Love the framing with this banner. Fantastic job there. Love the house setup. You know, we've got Flint's house, we've got the new house skin, we've got the Bell like library house. I forget what it's called, but it's like a library or something. I love that. I love the windmill decoration. The windmills are so cute. They are so, so cute. I really need to do more decoration with them, to be honest. It'd be great to kind of give that a go and do something with them. I did use them in my Mythopia build. Well, I used one, but definitely would like to play around with them a bit more. We've got our villagers gathered here. You know, we've got Olaf, Merida, we've got Flynn, we've got Tiana, we've got Eric, we've got Wally, my lovely baby Wally. Your character is at the front. Love the outfit. Think it looks great. I love the Flynn's kind of like bar setup here in the background as well. That looks great. All the food on the table. Perfect for a harvest. Full celebration. Lovely use of foliage here. We've got the little scarecrow. We've got the kind of like the pumpkin fields, the pumpkin patches. Brilliant to see. Yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful submission. Fantastic work on this one. Next up, we have a submission from Wisteria Crossing. I love this, the giant pumpkin patch here. The foliage work here on the right is gorgeous with like the bushes and the pumpkins and the mushrooms all dotted in and between. The vine flower lamps work perfectly in this kind of like themed challenge. I really like them. I think they work really well with these vibes. I love the mushroom house. I think the mushroom house is a brilliant choice, and I love the kind of like leaf pile and bush that we've got going on at the front here. We also have your character and Flynn together in the shot, which just looks fantastic. I really, really like this snap. Next up, we've got a submission from Nikki here. I really love this. I love the fireflies in the distance, that kind of blurred gaze and look. I'm a big fan of the blurred background. I really love a blurred background. I think it just adds a lot of depth to a photo personally. I love to see the villagers, you know, we've got Fairy Godmother, Elsa, Flynn, Kristoff, we've got Merida. I love the bars. You've got two of Flynn's like bar setups here. I love that because I love how the kind of like the tree kind of structure to it is kind of like joining almost together. I think it just looks really cool. We've got the table here with all the chairs around it, which looks lovely. I love the purple cottage. I think that works really well in this setup. We've got all the pumpkins and the candles. It's just very, very pretty, and I love how your character looks as well. Next up, we have a submission from Nia here. Your character looks adorable. I love how she looks here. I love this outfit. I think this outfit's so, so, so cute. I love the decoration here with the pumpkins and the little scarecrow guy. I'm sorry, I'm just obsessed with him, okay? He is perfect and precious. I know he's just an inanimate object, but I love him. I love the hay kind of wagon here. The Mickey pumpkin works well. I love this dining table setup. Again, you've used this new chair. Oh my gosh, why did I never think of this? This is such a cool item. We've got Belle, we've got Merida, so we've got some friends gathered for the celebration. We've got pumpkins, we've got food, lovely backdrop with Belle's cottage. I think this is a fantastic submission. Feels very cozy and autumnal. I love that your character's carrying the basket of goods, like you've turned up to the celebration with presents for everyone. That's such a cute concept. I absolutely love it. I think that was a brilliant choice to make. Next up, we have a submission from the Rebel 84 Mike. This is fantastic. I love this. I love how your character looks. We've got, I was about to say Mirabelle. Merida. We've got Merida and Gaston here. Love the houses joined together in the background. We've got the tables. We've got rows of cornucopias dotted around. Really creates a nice angle and shape to the snap. Love the background with the banner. All the pumpkins, the candles, the, you know, the hay bales and everything like that. It all works together really, really nicely. Love the colours of the trees. This little table at the very front is like the Lion King one with the fruits on it. Looks fantastic. I think this all works together really, really nicely as a submission. And yeah, I think you've done really well with setting up this snap. Next up, we have a submission from Kyra, and this is beautiful. I love this. I think it's so, so, so cute. It feels very simple, but very, very pretty. I love seeing this backdrop with all the bookcases full of books. It just looks so cool, so magical. I love this seating arrangement you have going on with those wooden L-shaped benches. I love the kind of like foliage, leaves and things like that, the hay bales we've got the table full of food. We've got Merida here as well, which is fantastic. I love this submission. It's just so pretty. Very, very eye-catching. I love the little Pegasus companion. Very, very cute. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic snap. Next up, we have a submission from Zara here. This is gorgeous. Tiana's water tower looks perfect in this scene. The haunted gazebo just looks really nice. It has this kind of like rustic vibe to it. So I know it's meant to be kind of like Halloween-y, but I think it perfectly fits the scenery. I love the banners in the background. They look fantastic. We've got tables with food. We've got wheelbarrows full of leaves. You know, we've got crops growing in the background. We've got our villagers gathered. You know, we've got Merida, Belle, Anna, we've got Flynn, we've got Kristoff, we've got Rapunzel. So lovely to see a variety of characters for the celebration. I think your character looks fantastic. I love the outfit you've put together. I love the cornucopia pieces at the front. I think this is a very, very eye-catching dream snap. Really pulls your attention in, and it's just a fantastic photo. Next up, we have my main account snap, which I can't believe it. It was featured not only in Mr. Star's video, but I managed to get onto his thumbnail. It was so cool to see. Honestly, I peaked there. I peaked. This is my snap. I love it. I love it so much. I do wish Belle's expression was slightly different, but I mean, everyone else I think looks fantastic. You know, we've got Elsa, we've got Anna, we've got Tiana, we've got Merida, we've got Mulan, and of course Belle. We have the owls in the background, which I thought was a cute touch. My character's here in the middle. I really wanted to have the table as almost like a focus of the shot, that everyone's gathered here for this food celebration. You know, we have some raw kind of ingredients. You know, we've got some grains, we've got the rhubarb and the squash, and then we also have some cooked meals. You know, we've got the potatoes, the bread, the pie. We've got a few little glasses here of the like sparkling ambrosia drink, which I thought would be kind of cool for like a celebration. I wanted to use the farm house. It's technically Owl's Toy Barn, but everyone uses it as a farmhouse, myself included. And I really like the kind of farm vibes. When I was thinking of harvest celebration, when I thought of harvest, it just made me think of a farm and, you know, harvesting crops and everything. So to me, it just felt like the perfect thing to do. I did want to include a few pops of vibrant colours. So we do have the green kind of like trees in the background. They're an item you get from the puzzles that you work out, the tapestries. And then we've got some of the more orangey yellow trees as well to fit in with that autumnal vibe. I like how this turned out. I'm actually very, very proud of this photo. I do wish my character was looking forward a bit more, but it's such a difficult thing with the fairy hovering pose. The character tends to look downwards, which is really frustrating. If you do a side-on shot, it looks a bit better. She tends to look a bit more towards the camera then. But it's such a hard shot to kind of get her looking a bit more upward when they're in this position. And I didn't want to turn her side on because I like this view of everyone kind of facing forward, facing towards the food. So this is my main account snap. Next up, we have a submission from Fora, and this is gorgeous. I love seeing Fora snaps each week. They're always stunning. Such brilliant creations. We've got Wally here, we've got Goofy, we've got Rapunzel. Fora has really brought in the collection, the roster of brilliant characters to have in a snap. Based on my personal opinion, I know that may differ for everyone else, but for me, perfect addition. I love that we've got all the pumpkins dotted around, you know, we've got the leaves, the Halloween cottage works perfectly, the wilted flower house is a brilliant addition. I love how Rapunzel's painting. I think that's really, really cute. You know, you've got this harvest celebration going on and she's like, I need to paint this. I need to paint this scene. I love that we've got the table with all the food on it. I think this is a fantastic dream snap and I think you've done really well with this. Next up, we have a submission from Angel of Thursday here. I did see your comment about it being like the Snuggly Duckling Harvest Festival, which I love. I love that concept. You know, we've got the Snuggly Duckling here in the background. We've got a couple of houses here either side, so really has that communal town set up. You know, we've got the villagers gathered. We've got Ariel, Belle, Tiana, Beast, Mother Gothel, Mickey. We've got Goofy, Vanessa. It does look like that's Fairy Godmother there. I think that's all the characters. Obviously, if there's other characters that I've missed, let me know in the comments down below. But I love this setup. I love, you know, your characters in the middle with the owl companion. We've got the table with all the food. We've got the foliage pieces, which work really well. And I love the stalls that you've used in the backdrop. I think they're a wonderful addition too. So I think you've done really, really well on this submission. Next up, we have a submission from Christian Henry here. This one we can see we've got Fairy Godmother's cottage in the background. We do have the pumpkins dotted around. The trees look great. I think this is a wonderful little snap. It does look like it's quite vibrant of a submission. Like just from what I'm seeing from this viewpoint and distance, it does look like your snap is probably quite bright, which is lovely to see. I love how your character looks. We've got the cute little monkey companion pose, which is a fun addition to this shot as well. So yeah, I think you've done very well on this. Next up, we have a submission from Aquahex here. I love this. It's so full of colour and vibrancy, so orange in tone, which I think is really the colour of autumn. You know, oranges and browns, they really are the showcase of sort of autumn, which is, you know, a pivotal time of year, I guess, for harvests and things like that. We've got a couple of villagers here. We've got Belle and Anna. We have the table set up, ready for the celebration. Love the use of the banner here, the cornucopias, the little scarecrow, the flowers. It's a very, very beautiful submission. Your character looks great. And I love the little raccoon companion. I think it's wonderful to see. Next up, we have a submission from Rainbow. This is gorgeous. I love this. I love the contrast with the white fencing. Just really adds a bit of vibrancy into the shot, which I think is fantastic. Brilliant choice there. I never would have thought of making that sort of connection with creating a build for this, but I really love how the white pops. And I think it does just bring a bit of life, not life, a light and vibrancy to the submission. I love this setup here with these lampposts. I think they look great. The cypress trees look fantastic. Honestly, someone remind me to decorate with the cypress trees because they look so good. We've got villagers around, you know, I see Sully in the background. We've got Flynn here. We've got Ariel. We've got the table covered in candles, which is a lovely thing to see. We've got the pumpkins at the front with the cornucopias. And we do also have these wheelbarrows full of leaves. Definitely has the autumnal vibes. I love how your character looks. Love the outfit choice. Love the owl as the companion. I think this is an absolutely wonderful submission and I expect this is going to do very, very well. Next up, we have a submission from Lightspark here. I love this. I love how you've got all the villagers gathered around the table. What I love is how you trap some of the villagers kind of like between the chairs and the table. So it really looks like they're ready to kind of take a seat and enjoy the festivities, enjoy the celebration, which I think is wonderful to see. You know, we've got the pumpkins on the table, we've got some pies on the table. I love the setup with the homes. You know, the wilted flower house is brilliant. Fantastic choice. I really wish I'd thought of this home because I think it's a wonderful addition. We've got Fairy Godmother's house. You know, we've got what looks like Remy's and Scrooge's here on the right. Lots of villagers here in the background. You know, Flynn, Kristoff, Goofy, Hades. There's someone here behind Goofy, I think, but I can't work out who it is. We've got Minnie, Vanellope, Olaf, Mirabelle, Jafar. We've got Sully, we've got Beast, we've got Belle, we've got Ariel, we've got Gaston, we've got Mike, we've got Fairy Godmother here. I don't know if I mentioned Merlin, Tiana and Elsa, but we have those too. So lots of villagers gathered for this celebration. I love your character's outfit, and obviously we've got the leaves at the front of the shop really adding to those autumnal vibes. And last, but most certainly not least, we have a submission from Roll Marianne. I love that you've done the pose with the shovel. So it's like you're kind of doing the gardening, you're doing the harvesting. Genius. Absolutely genius. I think that's such a fantastic and clever idea. Like, this is, you know, the harvest. You're actively partaking in harvesting the crops, which is brilliant. I love the use of the Brussels sprouts plants that we have that you've used. We've got some pumpkins in the shop, beautiful use of foliage with the trees and the bushes in the backdrop. You know, I do see Merida back there, I do see Gaston. Yeah, lovely work with the new items at the front, like the wheelbarrow of leaves and the kind of like the hay stacks. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. Your character looks great. I really like the pose choice. I think the pose choice was very clever. Obviously a lot of the snaps we've seen have used the companions, which is totally understandable. All those new companions, you kind of want to use them, but this I feel really lends itself well to the theme, which I think is fun. I think that's very creative and clever, and I kind of wish I'd thought of it myself. So yeah, fantastic job on this Dreamsnap. That is all the submissions from Discord for the Harvest Celebration Dreamsnap Challenge. I think you've all done fantastically. I think you all deserve 4K. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed that you all get the results that you want, because there's some absolutely incredible submissions here. So yeah, fantastic work from everyone. Lovely to see. If you do want to share your submissions, feel free to join the Discord and share it in the Dreamsnaps channel. To those of you that have shared, thank you once again. To anyone that likes or comments on this video, thank you so much for your support on this channel. It means a lot to me, and a huge shout out to my subscribers and channel members. Your support is just, I cannot put into words how much it means to me. So thank you all so much. Anyway, I hope you all have a most wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!